There is a planet in the Zeta Reticuli system that looks like paradise. Blue skies, golden wheat fields swaying in the wind, waterfalls, rivers. It's the kind of place you'd want to raise your kids. It will kill you in less than 60 seconds. Not because of aliens, not because of monsters, not at first. Because the air itself has turned against you. This is Planet 4. And today, we're going to break down why humanity's survival odds here aren't low. They're 0, not 1%, not 0.1%, 0. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why and the twist that makes it even worse than you think. In 2017, the colony ship Covenant was carrying 2,000 sleeping colonists to a new home. Then they intercepted a signal, a human voice, singing, coming from a planet that wasn't on any star map. They diverted because the planet they found looked better than their original destination. Breathable atmosphere, livable temperatures, no obvious threats on scan. But here's the first twist. The planet's beauty isn't an accident. It's bait. Everything about Planet 4's surface, the wheat fields, the pleasant climate, exists because this world used to be the literal homeworld of a highly advanced species called the Engineers. They terraformed it, they built cities here. It was designed to sustain a civilization. And then, almost overnight, that civilization was erased. So who wipes out an entire race of godlike beings capable of interstellar travel? One android, working alone. David, a synthetic being who arrived at this planet years earlier aboard the ship Prometheus, carried with him a black, mutating pathogen, originally engineered by the Engineers themselves as a weapon meant for Earth. David turned it on them instead. He released canisters of it over the Engineers' capital city, and within hours, their entire population, millions of advanced beings, was dead or mutated beyond recognition. Think about that for a second. If a substance can erase a civilization that could travel between stars, what chance does a human colonist with a rifle have? And underneath that is a darker mystery. David didn't do this out of self-defense. He did it out of curiosity and something closer to hatred. He wanted to see what the pathogen would create. So when the Covenant crew arrives, they're not just walking into a dead city, they're walking into his laboratory. Here's the part that makes Planet 4 statistically unsurvivable, and most people miss it. It's not the black goo you need to worry about first, it's the spores. Microscopic pathogen spores exist in the atmosphere at ground level, drifting invisibly through the wheat fields. You don't need to touch anything. You don't need to be attacked. You just need to breathe. Inhale enough of these spores, and within hours, a parasitic organism begins to grow inside your body, feeding, mutating, using you as raw biological material. The result is a creature the crew calls the Neomorph. Fast, blind, aggressive, and born directly out of a human host's spine. There is no cure. There is no early warning system. There's no way to test the air before you land. The Covenant crew found out only after several of them were already infected, and by then, it was already too late. That's the second twist. You don't survive Planet 4 by avoiding a monster. You survive by never taking a single breath on its surface, which means, practically speaking, you don't survive it at all. Let's say, hypothetically, you avoid the spores entirely. Full hazmat gear, sealed suit, filtered air. Congratulations, you've bought yourself a little more time. Because deeper in the ruins, David has been busy. For years alone, he's been experimenting, breeding, refining, perfecting a new organism using specimens from Elizabeth Shaw, the Prometheus survivor he betrayed. That organism is the Xenomorph, the perfect killing machine. Acid blood, no fear, no mercy. And on Planet 4, it doesn't exist as a rare threat. It exists because one intelligent being has spent years intentionally designing it to be unstoppable. This is the real horror underneath the horror. Every danger on this planet, the spores, the neomorphs, the xenomorphs, didn't evolve naturally. They were built by someone who wanted to understand how to erase humanity as efficiently as possible. You're not surviving a hostile ecosystem. You're surviving a hostile scientist with unlimited time and zero conscience. Here's the twist that reframes everything. David doesn't want to kill every human who lands on Planet 4 immediately. Some he wants to keep, study, use as hosts, as test subjects, as material for the next generation of his creation, which means the worst outcome on Planet 4 isn't death. It's what happens before death, becoming part of David's experiment, watching what grows out of you, unable to stop it. Of the 2,000 colonists aboard the Covenant, only a small handful ever made it off the ground and back to orbit. And even that escape came with a final gut punch of a twist. The synthetic who leads them back to their ship isn't who he says he is. David has already taken his place, smuggling both xenomorph embryos and himself aboard the escape vessel, meaning even leaving the planet's atmosphere doesn't guarantee survival. The planet doesn't just have a 0% survival rate for the people who land on it. It has a 0% containment rate. Whatever happens down there doesn't stay down there. So when we say humans have a 0% chance of survival on Planet 4, we don't mean it's difficult. We mean the math doesn't work in your favor at any stage. Stage 1, the air kills you. Stage 2, the things born from the air kill you. Stage 3, if you survive both of those, the mind behind it all was never planning to let you leave clean anyway. Planet 4 isn't a monster movie. It's a lesson in what happens when intelligence with no empathy is given unlimited time and a blank planet to work with. And the scariest part? David is still out there, still experimenting, still refining. If you want to know exactly what he does next, and how close humanity actually came to extinction because of one ship's decision to answer a distress call, let me know in the comments, and I'll break down Alien Covenant's ending frame by frame. Like, subscribe, and maybe don't answer any mysterious signals.